Argentina, so the time has come. The curtain is about to be raised and these two teams are ready to play their part. Both sides will have ambitions of making a mark on this tournament, and in order to do that, they will be eager to get off to the best possible start. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. The strains of the national anthem of Australia. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Argentina looking for a fast start to get things done early here.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
Way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our character.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. To Rex. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Irankunda. He is through here. It's a goal kick. Clearly not happy with that. Palacios. Romero. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Aim forwards. Irankunda. Moved on forwards. Now it's Messi. Otamendi. Barco. Messi. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Out of play for a goal kick. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle. Senesi is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good spread. Palacios with the foul. Oh, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Rooney. And it's played forward. Nicely intercepted. Out towards the flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Irankunda. And it's been played. Great chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's run loose here. Barco looking to run onto it. Can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Australia making a great start. They're certainly the team on the front foot at the moment.
Might have come as a minor shock to their opponents, who look like they're taken slightly aback. Could be a chance to do some meaningful damage now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Senesi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Irankunda. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Senesi shifted upfield. Barco. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot, surely!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both...
Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Oh, that's neat. And it's Otamendi. Now it's Messi. Oh, super find. That is a brilliant interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rulli. Rousseau. Palacios. Aim forwards. He's going to be disappointed with that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's a nice ball. Deftly away. And the finish! Romero. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been knocked clear. Knocks it out wide. Romero. Oh, it's played into the area. Palacios. Moved on forwards. Baco. Romero. Great run on the overlap here. Messi hits it! That's going to go a long way. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And it's played forward. Could move up a gear here. That's really well manoeuvred. Big chance! He's got away with one there.
They're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the shot! There it is! And Australia are in front.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Australia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Otamendi. Rousseau shifted upfield. Irankunda. Played out to the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Romero is there, and he can get that clear. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been cleared. Otamendi. Senesi. Messi. Messi played out to the left flank. Clipped into space. It's out for a goal kick. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Otamendi. Moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rulli. Musso forwards and with intent. And it's played forward. So he's having a shot! And the ball is out of play. Rulli, approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Barco, aim forwards. Out to the right. Shapes to shoot! They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And the ball's come loose here. Romero did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Irankunda. He's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Australia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chooses to go back. Control, looking for a decent ball in. A chance to play it in. Turns and goes back. Australia have a free kick. He's gone for goal. Tries to dink it through. Romero can get it clear. Spread out to the left. Now here's the delivery. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Argentina.
And we're underway again.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Irankunda on a strong run down the right. Swept in. Senesi shifted upfield. Senesi moved on forwards. Tries to get it clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Senesi. That is lovely. Otamendi. Senesi. He's in plenty of space here. And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Senesi forwards and with intent. Oh, nice touch. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he latch on to this? And that was asking just too much of him. Does really well to win the ball there. Oh, Red, nice interception. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Erankunda. Erankunda. Oh, it's come loose. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he get onto this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Barco aimed forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Moved on forwards. And a chance! Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
And it's played forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's found a way through. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Rooney clears it away. Picks it up out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. The Paul with a fine tackle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Romero forwards and whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 16. Coming on the field is...
Tries to get it clear. Palacios. And it's Otamendi. Played with finesse. Cleared away. That's Gonzalez. There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Senesi delivered with, and the shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Plays it short. Can he deliver? Here comes another cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is and Messi! That carried quite a threat. Romero. Palacios. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Gonzalez. Now he's off and running. Irankunda takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that was very necessary. For a throw in. Irankunda. Irankunda. He is just caressing the ball. Now that's well seen too. And now the breakaway. It's a good run down the right. De Paul. And here's Messi. Played out wide. Gonzalez in acres of space out wide. And here's Gonzalez. In once more. Senesi played back in. And he's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The changes then in quick succession. Jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gonzalez. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And they've got rid. And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Irankunda. Great defending, strong and determined.
Australia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Gonzalez! They've scored! Argentina are level. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Argentina grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Done delicately. Out of play for a goal kick. Romero needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Real chance! Senesi gets it clear, have it back, and can go again. That's really well manoeuvred.
Australia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rooney has played it long. Romero. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Australia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Palacios. Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
And if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Can he spark a counter here?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cuts out the pass. Over to the left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
The pull forwards and with intent.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Australia to make one last surge forward.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries a measured ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely. Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Senesi aim forwards. 2 minutes to be added on. He has found the way through. Rousseau. De Paul. Palacios. It's played forward. And that will be the final act. So they make their point on day one. Their search for a win will have to wait. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I don't think they'll be too upset about that. 1 point is okay, and steering clear of an opening loss keeps the mood in the dressing room upbeat and confident that better results await.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match ends with honours even. A big round of applause to both sets of players who gave it their all today.
So here we are. For the next month or so, nothing else matters. This is simply the tournament in world football. It has been a long 4 years, but we're finally here. The race for the big prize begins now. So many dreams, so many hopes, so many aspirations, but there can only be one winner. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental, the strains of the national anthem of Australia. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a 3-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured and close to their best.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Messi knocks it out wide. Moved on forwards. Oh, what a side goal! First effort on goal.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
And it's played forward. Some good work on the right flank here. Plays it across. Buckle. And claimed it back swiftly. Takes a shot! He's in, and a chance! He's delivered all right! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Australia gain their reward with an early goal. Senesi. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Messi! Oh, for a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Messi. This has gone, that's foul. He's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. nicely by the defence. That'll be a throw-in. Palacios. Messi. And Messi! It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And that has been clubbed away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He is through here. Senesi shifted upfield. He's on it, can he get away? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Proves too strong. Aim forwards. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rooney forwards and with intent. It's a throw-in. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Otamendi. Otamendi. It's run loose here. Otamendi is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he shoots! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Played out to the right. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Barco. Bit too much weight on the pass. Deftly away. And here's Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. Palacios. Senesi. Otamendi. Palacios. And here's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Long ball looking to counter. Palacios does really well to win the ball there. Romero. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. Messi. He's in a great position. Turns and goes back. Played into the middle. Senesi. Aim forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a quick ball upfield. Rooney. Otamendi. Romero, gently done. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. It's out for a goal kick. Rousseau. Senesi, forwards and with intent. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's played forward. He's there to get it away. Now it's Messi. Barco. Argentina, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, sweet feet. A heavy challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that's aimed into the middle. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Otamendi. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a good run down the left-hand side. Aimed in towards the centre. Moved on forwards. Hoisted in. Hit into the middle. Musso is there, and he can get that clear. Musso, gently done. It's just beyond his reach. Out to the left it goes. Now here's the chance for a shot! Barco. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aim forwards. Romero. That's really well manoeuvred. Barco tries to cross. And it's played forward. Out to the right. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now it's Messi. He's beaten the last man. Barco. Palacios. Picks it up out wide. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rulli. Romero. Barco. Aim forwards. And the counter is on. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cuts out the pass. Ball's gone out of play. And he's managed to get free. Romero. Nice control. There will be a throw-in. Romero. Barco picks it up out wide. And the shot's on here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Moved on forwards. Clipped into space. Can he latch on to this? Nice interception, well timed. And he was slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Chooses to go back. Palacios. Romero have it back and can go again. Very nicely done. Barco. And here's Messi. It's really well manoeuvred. And they can counter here. Rulli gets over and intercepts. Over to the left. Played back in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Could go all the way here. And he thumps it clear. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
This might spell danger. Oh, good spread. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Musso aim forwards, and they've got rid.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Great defending, strong and determined. De Paul.
Australia are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. And here's Messi. Barco. Oh, that's nice. No way through, so back it comes. Otamendi. That is lovely. Otamendi played out towards the right wing. Cleared without complication. And that's a throw-in. Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Number 16. Coming on the field is
And it's Messi. De Paul. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Gonzalez. And it's played forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries a measured ball. There's no flag. That's really well manoeuvred. De Paul. Otamendi. Rulli. He can get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. Romero, that's a nicely weighted pass. It's really well cleared. And that is out of play. Gonzalez. He's got options in the box. Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Here's Messi. He's away. Brilliantly cut out. Danger averted for now. Aim forwards. Time to deliver. Gonzalez wins the duel this time. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Otamendi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Senesi. Moved on forwards. That's good play. And the shot! And he's heaved it away. Argentina have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Real chance! be necessary. Messi forwards and with intent. We expected better, and so did he. Calmly anticipates. And he's found a way past. Steaming on goalwards. Palacios. And it's played forward. Succumbs to the pressure. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's there to clear it. Cross goes in there. Not too much distance on that. But there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, super find. He's having a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
That's really well manoeuvred. Romero, De Paul, Simeone. Aim forwards. De Paul. And it's lofted through here. That'll be a corner. Tries to get it clear. Senesi. Palacios. Thinks one through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he deliver? Now this could get the shot away! Into the last 5 minutes. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. That'll be a throw. And the finish! Gonzalez. Romero. Rulli. That's been drilled forward. And the keeper has it. Aim forwards. Rousseau. Simeone. Senesi. De Paul. Simeone. De Paul! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
To be added on. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. And he's had a shot! Played out to the right. Simeone. Tagliafico. And the referee brings it to a close. Argentina stumble at the first hurdle. That has derailed their bid somewhat, and now the pressure is very much on. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, sometimes going into chase mode can bring out the best in teams, and we're about to discover if this one has the substance needed to prevail. If they have it, the only way is up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all your support.
Argentina are single-minded as they approach the second group game. There can be no compromise. Lose first up, and the obligation to win is intensified. They must get this one right. It is quite a scene here, this being one of Asia's top footballing venues, the Saitama Stadium. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
De Bruyne. And it's to Keita. Now it's Fofana. And they've got rid. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Palacios. That's very neat. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein.
Oh, that is a bit special. Belgium are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. De Kalpa played towards the other side. Doku. Castagna. Now here's the delivery. Aim forwards. Palacios. Now it's Messi. Barco. Romero. Played into the middle. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Onana. Here's Openda, and it's Fofana. Now it's Doku. Senesi forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. Barco. Castagna gets it away. De Bruyne gently done. It's Castagna. He's in plenty of space here. Doku. he's managed to miss it.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
De Keeper does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward. This looks promising. He's found a way through. Yeah, he's found him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Martinez sends that a long way. Castagna. Belgium are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Otamendi. Musso. Belgium already required to chase the game. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Lobbed in behind, and the flag has stayed down. Referee's given a throw. And it's De Keeper. De Keeper's cross. Musso attempts a clearance. Palacios. Rooney shifted upfield. Messi. Baku. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Moved on forwards. Openda played out to the left flank. Fofana done delicately. Great chance! Sticks it away!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost in all this.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well timed, excellent interception. here's Openda. Lovely feet. And it's Amadou Onana. Now it's Doku. Oh, that's nice. Gets the shot away! And it's been taken short. De Bruyne. De Bruyne delivers. Rooney clears it away. And he's there to clear it. Barco proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Openda. Now it's Fofana. And it's Amadou Onana. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Castagna. De Bruyne. Castagna. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Fofana. That is lovely. De Bruyne. And here's Openda! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. That has been cut short. Castagna aim forwards. De Calpa. Doku. Castagna. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, shot, surely! Goal, Belgium! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Belgium take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Onana wins the duel this time. Openda spread out to the left. And now the breakaway. Senesi. Senesi forwards and with intent. Otamendi aim forwards. And for a moment you felt that. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
De Bruyne. Proves too strong. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Succumbs to the pressure. Musso. Otamendi. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Kalpa. Fofana. Onana. And it's Fofana. De Kalpa's up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
De Kalpa. Mechelen. Belgium heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. De Bruyne. Doku. Castagna looking to hit the byline here. Showing good feet. He's cut it out. Romero. Argentina to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Fofana. De Kalpa. Nice control. It's a good looking and a shot! Mechelen, and it's De Keita. Now it's Fofana. Cross goes in there. Not offside that time. Martinez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Romero. That looks a good ball through. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good spread. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's hoisted clear. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Gets good distance on it. Onana. That's really well manoeuvred. Fofana. Fofana's cross.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Otamendi. Senesi shifted upfield. De Bruyne. And it's Fofana. And playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Onana. And the counter is on. Palacios. Time added on will be 2 minutes. De Keita chooses to go cross-field. Mechelen. And the whistle goes for half-time. Belgium come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pattern, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Belgium head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Otamendi. Rouli. De Bruyne. Doku. He is just caressing the ball. Produces a cross.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Baku. Romero. And here's the Paul. Caresses it through. That has been knocked clear. Castagna. Castagna gently done. De Bruyne. And it's played forward. And it's Fofana. Looks to the other side. Senesi makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Otamendi. Musso, nicely aimed pass. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. That's a throw. Senesi. Senesi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Messi. And he's Messi! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
De Bruyne. Aim forwards. Otamendi. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Palacios. Baku. That has found him in acres of space. He's on it, can he get away? Out to the right. Palacios. And here's Messi. And Messi! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Argentina really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Castagna. And here's Doku. Very nicely done. So who's he picking out? Crossed into the box. De Paul. Baku. Cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. And here's Openda. Openda! Baku. Fofana. And trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Doku. Oh, nice touch. Castagna. Oh, sweet feet. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's gone back to the keeper. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Great defending, strong and determined. Castagna. So we've reached the hour mark. It's Amadou Onana. That's a dangerous ball. Can he finish? Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Doku. That's tidy. Castagna crosses. They're well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Onana. Chance! Could be danger here. And here's Openda. Openda. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Diving header! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Rulli. Nicely intercepted. Mechela. De Kalpa, and he goes cross-field. Doku. De Bruyne. Castagna. De Bruyne. And here's Openda! It's anyone's ball now. And again! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Fofana, he's shifting through the gears here. That's really well manoeuvred. Romero. That's a lovely, neat pass. Onana. Castagna. Doku. Castagna. And here's Doku. De Bruyne. Castagna. And here's Doku. And here's Doku. Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction to get the drift.
De Paul. Romero. And he's picked out the run. Gonzalez. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Doku. Doku has got himself a free kick.
Doku really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Fofana. Oh, such a clever touch. Hit into the middle. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's a cute ball. And it's Amadou Onana. Fofana's cross. Fofana clouts it too hard. Senesi. Messi, now he's off and running. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Out to the left it goes. And it's to Kepa. And it's played in. Senesi can get it clear. That is good strength. De Bruyne tries to get it clear.
Belgium surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mechelen. Fofana, who does have an assist to his name. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Onana forwards and with intent. Openda! And that would have won it.
What a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous. And he's kept his team in it.
De Paul. Rouli moved on forwards, calmly anticipates. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. De Bruyne. That's the throw. And it's De Bruyne. And the shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Openda really has pulled off the difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
Belgium go 2 up and into a position of real strength. Onana. Oh, a delicate chip through. Openda! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ambitious ball here. That's really well manoeuvred. Messi. Now it's to Paul. De Bruyne. And they can counter here. Doku, and it's lofted through here. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Musso gently done. And it's played forward. And that has been cleared. Romero. And here's Gonzalez. Mechelen, Fofana, De Kalpa, Fofana. Now it's Openda. Can he deliver? And the shot! Senesi gets it clear. Gonzalez. Senesi. Palacios. De Bruyne. Doku. Openda. Fofana. De Kalpa. Muscular approach does pay off here. Senesi. Aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Fofana. Openda. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So a fine display of resilience. They go into the final group game with renewed energy and confidence. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was a fantastic display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity. and they ran them ragged. It was all highly impressive. And if that wasn't hard enough for the opposition, the link-up play was outstanding too.